Hey everybody, it's Gameragi. We're back with Kuni, Wrath of the White Witch. Last time we took out the 5 rifts that the conductor identified for us, and it looks like it unlocked like 8 or 9 more. So it's basically every boss in the game, in a harder version of every boss. So I don't know if I want to go through all that. It took like an hour just to go through those 5, so I don't know. But it's fine. We have 2 other quests we can do. So let's see if we can find some of these magitech masters. I actually don't know where these things are, but it did say they are around patterns on the ground where kingdoms used to be. So I think I'll just fly around for a bit and see if I can find anything of that description. Well, here's the easy one, Nazca, because I know where it is. That must be one of the magitech masters. Get over here, buddy. Watch out, Ollie boy. There's a great big magitech master by there. Yes. Thunk. I don't know how to pronounce that last thing.
No slacking, you lot.
He's all bubbly. Alright, buddy. I'm kind of hoping you're not super hard, so please don't be super hard. Thank you. Oh, wow. Yeah. Get him, Bobana Man. Get him! This is going well. Much easier than those hard versions of bosses. Oh no, he knows Twinkle Twinkle. Ouch. Okay, that hurt. I think I'm gonna heal. Did Bobana Man just absorb all of those green limbs from like all the way across the thing? Or Tintin, I mean? It's crazy. And we're just going ham on this guy. So I guess the hardest part of this quest is finding these guys. Bam! This weird balloonishness reminds me of the Michelin Man. Or Big Hero 6. Or both combined. Whew! Looks like we got him. Right, on to the next one, is it? Okay, now I'm gonna have some trouble finding the rest of these. Or they're all in this one area, apparently. Okay then. They're just there and there. That one I'm gonna have to run to up here, but this one I think I can just land nearby. But I can't take off. So, you know what? Let's take off up here. Land over there. Optimal route. Engage. Boop. Okay. Not really having a heal in between these, but I should be fine. Alright, buddy. It's one of the magitech masters. Why does he warn me and then I have to talk to them to fight them?
No slacking, you lot.
Is he like warning me that it's a stronger than average bounty or something? That's another thing I haven't really done is all the different bounty hunts. There's just so much to fight, man. And these bosses in particular are real tough. Considering maybe not completing that conductor quest, or at least maybe doing just a big marathon of it. Just like one enormous video where I just go through and defeat all of them. Oh jeez, it's just so many. There's a lot of bosses in this game. And I hope it doesn't end in like you have to fight the White Witch hard mode, because that would be really scary. 2 down, 1 to go. These guys are totally gonna fight me. Let's just zip right over there. It's a magitech master. Are you ready? I sure am. Let's do this.
Fancy your chances, do you?
Bloop, bloop, bloop.
Here goes!
Then after we defeat these magitech masters and turn this in, hopefully that's the end of this quest, and then we can go check on the pirate treasure map in Castaway Cove. See what that's about. Stalagmites. Oh boy, that hurt. That hurt a lot, man. Tintin did not get affected at all. Aw, just trying to interrupt it. Oh well, we win! Oh,
We won!
we certainly do. We did it. We thrashed a lot of them. Good job too. I was starting to get fed up of whacking their hard, rock hard hides. Right then, back to the ivory tower. Sure enough. Bet I can just teleport there, eh? Or at least to the Iron Wyvern. Noise, vanilla ois. Tengri, take me there. Okay. Knights. Please tell me that was the last of the robots. Too many robots. Splendid work! I confess that we harbored certain doubts as to whether you could truly defeat such formidable opponents. I assure you, the hearts of their masters are much lighter for your efforts. Masters? You mean the magitech masters had masters of their own? Indeed. The magitechs were in truth formed from the fighting spirit that dwelled within the hearts of certain individuals. They were familiars, and each one had a human master. And 3 of those masters now stand before you. You guys? What do you mean? Oh heck, I think I see where this is going. Yes, we Knights of Nazca too command soldiers of the soul. Come, prove your worth against the mightiest magitechs of all. Show us your true power. Oh man, I didn't heal. I regret everything.
No slacking, you lot.
Are you joking me? Dang it. Oh no. Ow, man. Well, I'm about to get completely owned. Oh no. What is happening here? This is the worst thing that could ever happen. Alright, you know what? I'm just gonna go all out on you guys and hope everybody heals themselves. Esther's about to die, so it's not working out well. Uh-oh, I'm dead. These guys are all over the place. Tidy tears us, man. This could have gone way better. There's so many. How do I do it? There's too many. Oh my goodness. Ouch. Gotta heal myself. Yo. Cheeseburger it up, quick. They really don't like me because I keep AoEing them. It's the only way to win. Quit crowding me. Quit it. I need to get away. Now I really need... Oh! I really need some sweet, sweet MP. Is there something that gives me both? Yeah, these. I think I'll take this, thank you. I'll quick use it, man. Don't die. That was a good use of that. Okay. Eventually you'll all just die, and all will be well. They're all weak. Take them out, Tintin. You can do it, man. Oh, took out the big one. Nice. We're about to win. Aha! Astra spam for the win. Holy moly, that was intense.
What can I say? It's a gift.
Oh. Was not expecting. A riddle rivet. Looks like a D-pad. Extraordinary. To have beaten even our mighty familiars. So let me get this straight. All them robo bruisers you had us going around bashing were flippin' familiars all along? Indeed they were. I feel we owe you an apology. How come? Apart from... for attacking us, I mean. Those magimechs, those weapons of stone and steel that we asked you to defeat, they pose threat to neither man nor beast. You flippin' what? Mean them great big bags of bolts were harmless all along? Ugh. You flippin' fibbers? We are truly sorry, but we had we told you the truth, you would almost certainly have refused. Of course we would have. Why would you make us hurt a bunch of innocent robots like that? By now you must have heard that of the dread mana. The masters of the magimechs you faced were transformed by its terrible power. And thus they were left to wander the world, masterless and alone. For years they roamed, without direction or purpose. Blimey, what did they do to pass the time, I wonder? They eked out an existence, waiting for the day when their masters would finally return. Some stayed in Nazca, carving giant stone statues or drawing glyphs upon the ground. Others traveled the world, leaving behind pieces of themselves as they went, pieces which in time came to be known as memory stones. Oh. Wow. Sounds like they're more useful alive and meandering than dead. Thus, they came to develop what might even be called a primitive culture. So, those pictures on the ground in Nazca and the waste stones we've been using this whole time, magimechs did all of that? That is correct. They were responsible for creating almost all that now remains of the period we call the Sagely Stone Age. They were leaving signs that their masters could use to find them when they finally returned, little knowing that they would never see them again. But we at least have returned by the grace of our queen. And yet we are no more than illusions. Soon we will vanish as swiftly and as suddenly as we appeared. Which is why, before that day came, we wish to grant peace to those who had fought so bravely to keep the memory of Nazca alive, who remain so faithful still. That is all we wanted. That is the truth. I see. You have helped us achieve all that we wished, and now we will vanish once more. But we have faith that one day our queen will be restored to her true self. We'll do everything we can to help Queen Cassiopeia, I promise. We pray that you will. And to that end we grant you one last gift, the power of the Knights of Nazca. Ooh. Helmet, armor, and a long sword. And lots of money. Thank you. Farewell! They're gone. Maybe we should help old Cassiopeia out sooner rather than later, eh, Ollie boy? For their sake, like. You're right, Mr. Drippy. Let's do it for those 3 knights, and for everybody in this world. Now you're talking, Ollie boy. Let's get going. It's really weird that these people are talking about helping Cassiopeia, but like this quest didn't even unlock until we beat her, so yeah, it's just weird. Okay, now that intense scenario is over with, let's go to Castaway Cove. Okie dokie. Boy oh boy oh boy oh, where's that map? Are you again? You've decided to join my crew, perhaps? Not just yet. No? How unfortunate. Especially so, considering my latest find. Eh? What's that then? It's not treasure, is it? Haha, it's better than treasure. It's a genuine treasure map. I happened to come across it while rearranging the governor's storeroom. When I showed it to him, he appeared certain it was once the property of the legendary Castaway Corsairs. Wow, are you sure it's real? Most assuredly. And look, 7 places have been marked upon it. It must be the locations of hidden treasure. Do you not think so? I sure do. This is so neat, a real-life treasure map. Arr, I was sure you would be interested. A suitable find for the future Pirate King of Justice, I think. Alas, Mother will not allow me to go and look for these treasures. It is dangerous, she claims. Of course it is, Mun. There's flippin' loads of monsters out there. There's no way a midget like you would last 5 minutes. Of course, being the High Lord of the Fairies, I'd be fine, like. Truly? You will investigate the locations marked on this map for me? Then please do so, I beg of you. The treasures must be found. Okay. Har! I felt sure you would agree. Now I am sure you wish to commence your search right away, for this map is not without its problems. It is extremely old, you see, and it is torn in several places. Therefore, the exact locations of the treasures are not quite visible. But since 7 locations have been marked, it can be assumed that there are 7 separate treasures, I think. Looks like it, Mun. I suppose we'll just have to search for 'em, ain't it? Well, the legend of the Castaway Corsairs is very famous, I think. Everyone in this town knows about it, most certainly. Perhaps you should ask local people if they have advice about where to commence your search? Sounds like a great idea. Gee, isn't this exciting, Mr. Drippy? We get to talk to a bunch of people. Okay. Excuse me, ma'am, would you be able to tell us anything about the Castaway Corsairs? Anything at all? Ah, it is the treasures they found that you wish to hear about, perhaps. Well, many people know of the shipwrecked shore and the reason for its ominous name. But not so many know about that Castaway Corsairs once ran aground there themselves. Or so the legend goes. Thanks, ma'am. We'll go take a look. Shipwrecked shore, okay. I'm not going to remember all these if there's 7, jeez. Excuse me, sir, do you know anything about the Castaway Corsairs? We're interested in learning as much about them as we can. Oh ho! I'm sure I know what you're interested in, young man. Treasure! Haha! Very well. The continent of Autumnia is divided by a mountain range, in the foothills of which is a steep incline known as Billygoat's Bluff. It is said that the Castaway Corsairs left the safety of their ships and scaled these hills in search of treasure. Perhaps they rather fancied themselves as part-time mountain bandits. Billygoat's Bluff. Okay. Excuse me, ma'am, do you know anything about the Castaway Corsairs? We heard there were all sorts of tales about them. Ah, yes. There are old tales indeed. I recall one about them finding treasure on an island covered in birds. Now, what might it have been called? Swan Island? Ugly Duckling Island? One of those, I'm certain. Probably not Ugly Duckling. Swan Island, huh? Okay. Ooh. This stuff's gonna be all over the place, yo. This place is so nice. What are you? You? Excuse me, sir. Do you know anything about the gang of pirates who used to live in this town? Ah, you mean the castaway corsairs, I think. As a child, nothing would excite me more than hearing tales of their adventures. My favorite was always the one in which they went to Bungler's Bay, west of here. Their captain nearly met his end there, I believe. Bungler's Bay. Okay. Excuse me, have you heard about the castaway corsairs? Most naturally. There's no one in this town who is not, I'm sure. The tales of their adventures have been popular bedtime stories for generations. Wow, really? Would you mind telling us one? Well, there is the one about when they headed northwest in search of a treasure located on a tiny and intensely cold island. A location with a climate quite different to their native Castaway Cove. They say it was gripped by an eternal winter. I've even heard versions of the tale that mention something called snow. A soft white substance that falls from the skies. You don't know what snow is? Man. I'm sure people from the Winter Isles come by here. Excuse me, we were wondering if you could tell us anything about the Castaway Corsairs? Me? Ah, surely I'm no expert. I do recall the tale of how they found treasure in the bar something. It was somewhere coastal. I seem to remember the story saying that they returned in moods most foul, even though they had succeeded in finding the treasure they sought. Strange. The bar? I don't know what that is. Guess we'll have to find it, whatever it is. Little girl? Hi there, do you know anything about the Castaway Corsairs? Yes, of course. Mother tells me one of their tales every night before I go to sleep. Last night she told me about when they went to an island that was far, far away and found treasure there. Neat. Do you maybe remember the name of the island? It was the island of Mine. No, that was not it. It was the island of Not Mine. No, that's not right. No Island of Mine, perhaps? No Island of Mine, you say? Hold on, that name rings a bell. Does it? Okay, I think we talked to everybody. Some of these I definitely don't know where they are. Some I do. So let's go. No Island of Mine. Okay. Sounds like it's a bunch of islands and some other places. So the one west of here is probably this one where we got that seagull before. I wonder if it's these stones. What's this stone over by here then? Some kind of writing on it too. Now what does this say? The Bounty of Bungler's Bay. No sooner had we uncovered a buried treasure chest than the captain lost his balance on deck and fell into the sea, taking the chest and its contents with him. We managed to haul the captain aboard uninjured, but the chest sank to the bottom of the sea. And I think he's the one always telling us to watch our step. A castaway corsair. 73. This must be one of the places marked on the treasure map, huh? Looks like it. Crikey. I thought the captain was a goner there, man. 73. Okay. Okay. Now we're at Shipwreck Shore. Looks like we have another stone up here. What's this stone up by here then? Some kind of writing on it too. Now, what does this say? Scavenging on the shipwreck shore. tides have washed all sorts of things onto the shipwreck shore beach. Just as we landed, in fact, we saw that our wrecked pirate ship had been lifted onto the sand. Upon closer inspection, it turned out to have been full of gunwales, full to the gunwales with treasure. These are the days about which every pirate dreams. Okay, 30, what is that? 3B? 3B, okay. This must be one of the places marked on the treasure map, huh? Yeah, I reckon, but never mind that, Ollie boy, look around. There's shipwrecks aplenty around by here. Let's go and see if there's any leftover treasure to be had. Okay. Was I supposed to do something on that last place? He said it sunk into the water. Maybe there's something around there I could have gotten. Okay. Treasure? Treasure, please? Treasure, treasure? No treasure here. Okay, so I couldn't find any treasure around Shipwreck Shore that I hadn't already picked up, so... Anyway, we're at, oh man, there's a chest here. Nice. I used a seek fortune spell, so it shows chests on my minimap. This is Billy Goat's Bluff. The booty of Billy Goat's Bluff. Climbing the hills from the bay where we landed was a long, hard slog, but at least the treasure was where it was supposed to be for once. I just can't wait to get back to the sea. I start to feel sick if I spend too long on dry lands. The captain seems to be faring even worse. I've caught him rocking from side to side and muttering the sea, more than once now. If we don't get back to the boat soon, I fear we'll have to carry him. Okay. 6. I or J. One of those. Bit surprised these pirate types would come this far inland in search of treasure mines. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Okie dokie then. I'm not sure what all these numbers and letters mean. Unless it's like on the map that I'm not looking at. Let's see. Map of the world. There are a bunch of red stars. Wait, is that where the 7 places are? Is it like just straight up telling me where they are? Looks like it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8 of them though. It's peculiar. Okay. Well, anyway, we'll check on these other guys here. Here's another one. It is too. The words on it are all faded though, eh? Can't make head nor tail of them. So this must be the one, the 8th one that I didn't get any clues for. Or something. There's a weird blue... What is this? Oh man, it's one of the rifts. It's on the world map? Let's just not do that right now. Interesting. I thought it would be a bunch of bosses. I guess it's just random other things. Okay. Speaking of bounties, there's a big old bird over there. Some kind of writing on it too. Discovery on Swan Island. Not only does Swan Island look like a bird, it's actually covered in the things, all living happily alongside one another. They didn't like it when the captain started digging for treasure though. Huge flocks of them started pecking at him all at once. They probably thought he was after their eggs. I'll never forget the captain trudging back to the ship muttering about blasted birds and roasting them all. Oh man. 4 and L. 4L. Okay. This must be one of the places marked on the treasure map, huh? Probably, yeah. I quite like this captain's style, I got to say. Blasted birds. I'm gonna use Seek Fortune to see if there's chests on here. Yes, there are. Quite a bit, in fact. So these hidden chests are actually all over the world. I don't think it's tied to this quest, actually. But yeah, there's quite a bit of these. Like 100 or something. Just different items. Alright. I'm just gonna go to the next place. Here's another one just south of Skull Mountain. What's the stone over by here then? Some kind of writing on it? Treasure in the Barrens. Oh, that's what BAR was. Finding this treasure was no mean feat, I assure you. No matter where we looked or where we dug, we could find no trace of the blasted thing. Only after we had reduced the entire coastline to an unsightly collection of holes and hillocks did we finally find a little chest with a single gold coin inside it. To say that the captain was furious would be an understatement. Bummer. 5A. 5A. It reminds me of the quest in Skies of Arcadia. You go through a lot of trouble to get to a treasure, and it's not quite what they expected. 1 gold coin, eh? I'd be flippin' gutted. Yeah, I'd imagine so. Okay, here's the icy islands. Tiny Tim's treasure. We managed to get our mitts on the treasure, but we suffered for it. Most of the crew were still wearing their swimwear from Castaway Cove and caught awful colds. It's a miracle no one froze to death. We probably only survived because we wrapped ourselves in our beach towels. If we ever come here again, we're wearing the biggest, thickest woolen clothes we can find. 1K. 1K. I really don't know what all these are for. I think I might have written down that first one incorrectly, but I don't know. What kind of idiot takes to the high seas in nothing but swimming trunks, I ask you? Pirates, that's who. Pirates! And last but not least, this island south of Hamlin. Treasure in no longer mine. Oh, that's what it is. It's quite rare for the captain to find the treasure we're looking for as soon as we land, but that's what happened this time. His face was a real picture. I've never seen him look so proud of himself. I was happy that he'd found treasure and all, but he didn't have to look quite so smug about it. 2 UV. One of those. Okay, so we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And they're all connected to letters. I think I might have written that 7-1 down incorrectly, but if I put these in order, it's K, U, B, L, A, I, Kublai 3, or whatever that one is supposed to be. Kublai 3, huh? This must be one of the places marked on the treasure map, huh? Yeah, it looks that way. You know, I can just imagine that old captain grinning like a Cheshire cat. Kublai 3? Am I supposed to talk to Captain Kublai about this? Maybe. I kind of want to go back and see if I wrote down that 3 correctly. But then, yeah, we'll talk to Captain Kublai, see what he has to say. Oh, Captain Kublai. Where are they? Oh, jeez. Oh, there he is. Yo. There's a queen in there, is there? In that floating palace? A queen in a palace in the sky. Reminds me of Xanadu. But no queen of Xanadu would be capable of such atrocities. The White Witch must be punished. Do what's right, boy. Okay, maybe I have to talk to the kid in Castaway Cove instead. Oh boy, oh. Well, did you find the pirate treasure? Sorry, we didn't find any treasure. It seems the Castaway Corsairs already took it all. You see, your map doesn't show the places where the Castaway Corsairs hid their treasure. It shows where they first found it, all those years ago. Yeah, there's a big stone monument in all the places marked on the map, see? And each one tells the story of the treasure they found there. Can it be? Ugh. I'd been so looking forward to uncovering the pirate treasure. That's not all, though. There was some other strange writing on the monuments as well. Yeah, 2 Nazcon letters on each one, ain't it? Really? Is it some kind of clue? It's some kind of clue, I'm sure. If the letters are put together in the right order, perhaps they reveal the location of the entire treasure hoard. Crikey, there's clever. Well, we wrote down all the Nazcon we saw, so... What? Please show me. Allow me to read what it says. So the writing on the monuments is... Kublai 3. Flippin' heck, I can't make head nor tail of that, bud. Well, I guess we just have to decode it all. Please let me know when you have done so. I shall wait for you here. Already done. Have you done it? Have you decoded the writing on the monuments? I hope so. Doesn't make sense to me, but... Kublai Khan the Third? Kublai? Is he known to you? Sure he is. You must have heard of Kublai, King of the Sky Pirates, right? I wonder if they're related. I'd bet my bottom guilder on it, Ollie boy. Core, getting proper interesting this is. I reckon we should pay old Kublai a visit, see what he makes of it. Oh, Kublai the Third. Makes sense now. Okay. Now we can talk to him. Captain Kublai. Oh, Captain Kublai. Ahoy there, lad. How go the preparations for the final battle? They're fine. There's, something I wanted to ask you, Captain Kublai. Well, spit it out then. You'll get nowhere playing coy with me. Did you ever hear of somebody called Kublai Khan the Third? Grr, how did you come to hear of that name? So you have heard of him? Aye, of course I've heard of him. He was father of my father's fathers. Father's fathers? You had multiple fathers on that father level? What business do you have with the old dog? A boy gave us a pirate treasure map in Castaway Cove. And when we followed it, we found all these monuments and the letters carved on them spelled out Kublai 3. Is that so? Makes sense, I suppose. Legend has it the third to bear the name of Kublai Khan was captain of a band of bloodthirsty pirate scoundrels. His name was known and feared in his day. That was many an age ago now. Wow, so he was a real-life pirate legend, huh? More than that, a hero. Tales tell of that no matter how much he plundered, he could spend it all in an instant. That doesn't sound very heroic. Sounds flippin' idiotic if you ask me. Aye, you may be right there. The legends also speak of a treasure that was worth more to him than any other. They do? Gee. Do you know, do you think it could really have existed? Aye, lad. I know little of it, but they say he carried it with him to his dying day. Crikey. Must have been one tidy treasure for a legendary pirate not to want to let it go. They say it was finally hidden away in the depths of a forest on an island somewhere. An island so inhospitable that no ship could reach it. Flip, man. We've got to find it. Come on, Ollie boy. There's treasure. It's treasure hunting time. Neato. I sure hope we can find it. If you do, you'd best set aside my share of the spoils, or I'll have your thieving guts for garters. Okay. Sure, man. So, that island that we were on before, that's probably it. It even marks that on my map. It kind of makes all those clues we were following a little pointless. But yeah, it's that island in the far upper right corner there. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised they marked all that stuff on the map like that. It is a lot of stuff to remember, I suppose. But... Look, there's Shadar's castle, all covered in greenery. How lovely. Miasma Marshes still looks like it has poison in it, though. Okay, here we are. Whoop. It's another monument. It is, too. The words on it are all faded, though, eh? Can't make head nor tail of them. Do you think it's something to do with Kublai's great-great-great-grandfather's most valuable treasure? The one he told us about? It must be. Hey, if we use magic, we can probably make it so we can read the words, huh? Go on then, give it a go. Rejuvenate! Neato, the writing's just like new. Nice work, Ollie boy. Right then, let's have a read, shall we? The greatest treasure of all. They say that life is an adventure, and so it has proved for us. Braving terrible storms and giant waves, we've explored every corner of this wondrous world. We've seen such sights as no man could imagine, felt cold that chilled the blood, and heat that singed the skin. We have amassed countless treasures and spent just as many, bested countless foes, and paid victory's heavy price. But finally our journey is at an end. After all this time and all this traveling, I've discovered the greatest treasure of all. A life spent with friends. To this no worldly wealth can compare. As a tribute to the times my friends and I shared, I have made records of my dearest memories and placed them around the world we explored together. I hope that one day another adventurer will find them and will discover the value of companionship on one's journeys. Here lies Kublai Khan, the third of that name, captain of the indomitable spirit. So it's a grave, is it? I guess so. Gee, sure sounds like Kublai's great-great-great-grandfather had a fun life. So the time you spend with your friends is the greatest treasure in the whole world. That's a bit pretentious, ain't it? Huh? Well, I think I kind of get what he's saying, though. I mean, my memories of traveling around this world with you guys, they're the best I have. Yeah, but, Ollie boy, it's really, crikey. It's flippin' boring by here, ain't it? Let's get back to Castaway Cove, shall we? Getting all choked up there, drippy boy? Okay, the ending of this quest is very similar to Skies of Arcadia. Okay, then. I have a feeling this kid is not gonna like the treasure. Ah, you finally returned. You have something to report, perhaps? We sure do. Kublai Khan III was our friend Kublai's great-great-great-grandfather, and he was the captain of the Castaway Corsairs. I thought as much. Truly I did. So Kublai sent us off to find out what the old fellow left behind, see? The greatest treasure of all, ain't it? And? What did you find? You must tell me at once. Well, it's probably not what you were expecting. What? Surely not another puzzle? Nah, man. It was old Kublai Khan's grave, ain't it? His grave? Uh-huh. But there was a message, too. After all this time and all this traveling, I've discovered the greatest treasure of all. A life spent with friends. Proper wise words from the old sea dog there, ain't it? Memories of good times with your butties are way more precious than boring old treasure, like. Hold on. Aren't they flippin' ain't? What a load of old rubbish. The pirate, that pirate wants his head looking at. I see. So there never was any treasure to be found. But Kublai III's words have only made me more determined to have my own adventures. With friends, of course. Gee, that's great. We'll be rooting for you and your friends. Ah, thank you. Though our search for treasure was not successful, the tales you brought back with you gave me untold pleasure. In fact, please allow me to give you this in exchange for all the excitement you have brought into my life. Where did you get 2 evil eyes? This kid was holding out on me this whole time. Oh, and please take these also. I found them in the governor's storeroom, near to the place where I discovered the map. May they help you to manufacture the mightiest of weapons. Oh my goodness. Mightiest, huh? Ooh, wow. Look at that. Adds 10 to all stats and 90 attack power. Primordial sword. Planet splitter. Yeesh. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. Long shank. Also very good. Wow. Thank you, Sunny Jim. Omni Seal. Increase resistance to all attack types. What? To all attack types? Is that the only... Wow. That's crazy, man. Angel wings, evil eyes, all-seeing eyes. Takes a lot of materials. Okay. Whew, we did it. That was a big one. Alright guys, I guess I'm gonna end this part here. I again am unsure what I want to do with these bounties and this enormous quest we still have. The conductor quest. I mean, I'm interested to see what happens at the end of this one, since it's pretty massive. But I don't want to get like horribly disappointed at the same time if I have to go through a bunch of trouble and for nothing. So you know what? I think we may have one more video. I think I have one more video in me to do the post-game stuff. So it may just be a really long video of defeating the rest of these monsters. I might just do these some of these off screen, actually. Some of these like bounty ones. I don't think we need to see all those, but I do want to do the quest ones, I think. There's so many, man. So yeah, I think we'll just do one big video. I'll probably record it next weekend though, because I've already been recording for over 2 hours for just 2 videos. I don't really have time today, but next weekend, yeah, I'll try to wrap up all this stuff, and then we'll finally be done with Ni no Kuni. Yes, I think. So yeah, see you guys next time. Bye bye.